Hello, good evening, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 2: The Shadows of Arm, with me, 42GS42, following the adventures of Forrester Bard and company. Last time we went back to the stronghold at Shahira's request, what they called the Harpers, and they basically made me out to be a bad person and tried to kill me, but they failed miserably, and we wiped them out instead. We found Monton's body, and gained some experience for that actually, from the previous quest. This episode I'm going to go to the Bridge District to check out my Playhouse, because 3 days should be up. I might have found some actors and actresses, and then also in the Bridge District I can give that gong back to Vittorio. So yeah, let's go there. Guess what? I forgot to do 2 things. First of all, let's go back in.
Just name what you want.
Cast haste, that's one thing. Who's going to cast it?
What is it now?
Edwina can cast haste. And also, are you wearing the right thing? Oh, you are for once, okay. So you're going to cast haste. You're wearing the right thing. Yeah, I think that's all we need to see. Right, let's go.
Of course.
Right, so we're going to go to the Doctor's District. I suppose this is the close door.
I wouldn't dream of refusing.
Wow, an adventurer.
Oh, I missed the first part of that. Okay, so someone called Mech is there. Oh, yeah, Boris, that I'm supposed to find, right? He matches the description and everything. You are Boris, right? Anyway, I's Mech, and I work for Higgold. Funny enough, that's where I'm going. Higgold's the guy who's looking after my Playhouse. And you too, I guess. Higgold sent me to find you. He says that he's got everyone together at their Playhouse. If you want to drop by and see, yeah, I do. Okay, that's good. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's what you said. Higgold says don't take too long, or take all year if you like, but the Playhouse won't make any coin if she does that. Anyway, I told you, and now I'm down them. Alright, so it's a nice little warning to actually go back there, if you're not planning to. I was planning to do that anyway, so you read my mind, little Mech, or whatever your name was. Alright. Okay, anyone else gonna... Sometimes people randomly spawn in and tell you...
Married friend.
As I was saying, tell you things. Hello there, friend. Sorry for disturbing your train of thought, but you look new to the city. Well, I'm new back. I've been in here, done a ton of quests, left, went to trade week, came back, and I wondered if I might lend you a hand. Look new? How do you mean? I didn't mean anything bad by that. You don't have the look of one of the locals. Shows in the way you wear your tunic, or maybe how you stand. Just thought I'd offer a friendly word or two before we experienced otherwise. This place can treat newcomers quite rude sometimes. Welcoming committee of one. Very well. What words of advice do you have? Not much. I don't claim to be an authority or anything. I just like meeting new people. I'd say one thing though. I don't go out much at night. With these thieves' guild, you see, it ain't so bad, but there's another guild fighting them. Yes, I know. I've seen people get caught in the middle. It is a pity. Yes, they're vampires. Only happens at night, so it is much more impressive during the day. Yeah. There, you've told me. Feel better? Get lost now. Thanks for the words of warning. Anything else? No. Have a good stay. Safe travels, my friend. Anything else to say, sir? If not initial dialogue, he is busy. Actually, just before we go there, there's this building here that I don't think I've ever been in, at least not this game. Let's have a quick look in here. It just looks like a warehouse.
Oh yes!
Seems pretty empty. Might be some items in there. Alright, we'll get Hexat to check everything out. Go on, Hexat. Just in case there are traps and stuff. Standard darts, no. I'll take that. Take that. Is that locked? Yeah. Is it trapped? It's not glowing. No? Okay. Oh, it's just some standard missile weaponry, really. That's all it was. Okay, fine. Well, it's something, I guess. More stuff for Edwin to carry until we sell. Alright, Edwin, you can store those. But normal ones? No, that's fine. So normal ones don't bring any money.
Something you need?
Alright, well, it was worth
Just as I thought.
Quick look.
Yes,
Onward
yes,
then.
you're
On we
all
go.
a bunch of goody two-shoes, and yet I am left like this.
What is our reputation? Still 18. Yeah, I don't really want it to go much higher than 18.
Yes.
Not with the evil characters in the party. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Off we go. To the Docks District. No, we're in the Docks District. We're going to the Bridge District. Is that someone going to tell me, Starlet?
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to? Fatigued already.
Times are coming, I reckon.
It's just saying we can walk the streets at night.
Yeah,
I
things
was just
been
wondering while you were running around.
I
Alright.
tire of walking, I tire
Oh.
of talking, and I tire of this laughable body. I wish to rest now.
We can rest in
Something
the
you
5
need.
Flagons Inn after we've gone to the Playhouse. It's because the haste's worn off, isn't it? Yeah, the haste wears them out. Not always, but a lot of the time.
Ugh, my legs are just aching. I've never walked so much in my life.
We rest
Can we
after
rest
we've...
now?
Yes, we rest here after we've seen Higgle and Campy. Rose Bucket, there you are.
When the day be done, the
The
day
baby
be done.
dawn, Irish, yes,
Christ,
no argument.
argument.
Okay. Right, who's in here? Thunderbird, are you coming to talk to me? No. Dalise, well...
As you will.
Hello, Dalise. Anything more from you?
I see my wandering raven has come to light once again on the sparrow's perch.
Hello, just saying hello again. Till we meet again. Okay. Belle, are you the actress?
Hello there.
I'll go back to my ship. No, she's a sailor or pilot or something. No, let's go downstairs to the Playhouse. I think there's anything new to say to people up here.
You must gather your party
Yeah.
before
Rest would be welcome, lest we endanger ourselves.
Oh, okay.
Of course.
Well, we're back at the Playhouse. Let's go this way.
It is good to see you again, my patron.
Again, this is similar to the Jahira parts of the quest. This is new to me because I've never had this Playhouse before, so I don't know. This little bit here, anything that happens down here is blind to me. I have managed to gather together a play as well as a troupe of actors. Is it a troupe or troupe, as I promised? They are a fine lot. I have worked with some, and they should serve well. As for the play, I've come across a translated copy of the Sorcerer's Bane. Okay. You will like it, my lord. A grand epic about the pride of a great sorcerer and the love that is his downfall. Seldom performed, but well attended when it is. I hope it doesn't teleport us to a plane like Radish Shah's play did in Dalise. The only problem I'm having is deciding who will play Karenina, the head female role. Jahirkan. There are 2 actresses in the troupe who are desperate for the part. Oh, I see. This is a bit like the X Factor or something. Not that I watch that sort of rubbish, but where I have to determine who's going to be famous and who's not. I know them both well and cannot decide, so I shall leave the choice to you. Here, I shall introduce you to both of them, as well as the rest of the actors. Okay. This could be interesting.
Theatre life is never dull.
Now here they are. The first 2 are Wynne and Kettrick. They play several minor roles between them. A fine pair I stole from a travelling troupe. Stole? 2 days ago. Right, okay. Greetings, Lord Patron. As he says, my lord, Wynne and I play minor roles, though I am a little concerned myself about the curse attached to the play, though. Oh, God. Fair! Pay no attention to that, Boris. 'Tis only actor superstition and nothing more. It's like Macbeth, because back in the day, anyone that was known as the unmentioned title play, and you had to do some ritual if you ever accidentally said the play is called Macbeth. There is no curse on the Sorcerer's Bane, but of that you can be sure. Higgles, do not mention his name. God, that's it. The Scottish play is what you had to call Macbeth. Yeah, this is clever. This is a homage to Macbeth. Call it the Termish play if you should. It is a masterpiece of theatre, but the curse is real and you should heed it. I will call it the Termish play if you wish, but this curse talk will just make us all more upset. It's a play worthy of this troupe, and we will do it. Is it a tragedy like Macbeth. I didn't suggest otherwise, but they said that the sorcerer that the play mocks really existed. Because Macbeth really did exist, I think. I'm not sure. And he cursed the play for mocking him. I joined for the chance to be part of this play, to play the sorcerer himself. Not many attempt it, but I won't have the curse taken lightly. I shall treat it with caution, Zoran, sigh. That, Boris, was Zoran, our termish sorcerer of Velden, a fine actor from Scornubel that I managed to entice. And let's see, Marcus. I've heard of Marcus. Isn't it a journeyman actor, still learning? Is it the same Marcus that I know? He will play... Yeah, there's a Marcus back at the Copacabana. I don't know if it's the same one. He will play apprentice Witten on some minor parts, as well as work with props and such. Yes, that's me. I look forward to learning more of the craft, my lord. No, it's a different Marcus. The Marcus in the Copacabana is sort of a fat bloke. This guy is a slimmer bloke. And the first of our potential Kareninas is an actress that I have worked with before, a fine actress from Moran by the name of Jenna. Oh yes, greetings to you, my lord. Lord Patron, of course. Higgold, is all this nonsense really necessary? I'm just scratching, I've got an itch. 1 second. Sorry about that. You really know? You know that I am a far, far better actress than this Jenna is. Why not simply say I am Karenina and be done with this? What makes you a better actress than me? Sigh. I am an elf, my dear. I had centuries of practice. And the talent, well, is just there to begin with. Don't take it personally, Jenna. That's just the way it is. You racist. There's no need to be arrogant about it. It's not arrogance, merely fact. And Termis play is too difficult a piece for a man amateur. Now, Higgold, tell me, this is not all necessary. Now, my dear, our patron will be the one who makes the final decision. I'll be Simon Cowell, or whatever his name is. Not me. So, yes, this one is Ilthea, a fine talent from Waterdeep, in fact. Well, I can pronounce Jenna, I can't pronounce Ilthea, so I might go for Jenna. But I really wanted to be Karina Higgold. I'm perfect for the role. Ilithia isn't the type. Nina is innocent, naive. While you possess those qualities in abundance, child, that matters little. It is called acting, my dear, and that requires talent and skill, and not mere enthusiasm. That's quite enough, ladies. I'll tell you shortly what our Lord Patron has to say about that. Now, if you all go backstage, I'll speak to you anon. Okay, so off they go. Oh, that's good. Yeah, like I say, this is kind of new to me. Anything more to say to me, sir? Yes.
Theatre life is never dull.
So, you've seen both, and you can see my problem. Jenny is perfect for the role and more than willing, but to tell the truth, Ilthea is a far better actress. But Ilthea is, how shall I put this, difficult for us. She's a handful. But a sheer delight to watch. She could bring us great reviews, you see. Jenna will be less of a problem, will allow the other actors to shine, if she can do the role properly, and who knows, she may surprise me. What do you think, Boris? Which of the two would you like to see in the role? I don't think we want problems for our first production. Have Jenna play Karenina. We need a star for our first play. If Ilthea will shine, we'll have her take the stage. I think I'll give it to Jenna. Ilthea seems a bit stuck up. I don't know if it really matters. It's not exactly the biggest decision you've got to make in this game, but it's a new decision for me. I'll go for Jenna, why not? Yes, you are correct. Jenna will do adequately as Karenina, and the Playhouse does not need the destruction that Ilthea would hand us, I agree. There's one other matter that must be handled before it begins. It is, of course, the investment required. I've got shitloads. Actors, props, criers, all of this requires coin. I'll give them as much as I can. At minimum, a bare bones production we can get by on 1,000 gold pieces. Of course, extra would make the play that much more presentable. I'm not willing to put in 1,000 gold pieces, Higgold. Well, I suppose 1,000 is good enough, but I'm willing to pay up with no more. I can afford to put in a bit more than that, I suppose. I can put in a bit more than 1,000. That's a relief. A finely wrought production should make a tidy profit in this culture starved city. So how much do you think would suffice? 1,000, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10,000? Yeah, why not? I've got about 170,000? 10,000! This should be a first-class production then. Costumes, props, proper actors, artists to do the backdrops, and criers will shout across the cattle for the opening night. Cost 10,000 gold, but it's worth it. Well then, now that business is resolved, we shall begin rehearsals at once. There will be much to do naturally, and only 6 or 7 weeks to do it in. But wait, 6 or 7 weeks? I'm going to be fighting Irenicus long before then. If any problems require attention, Boris, I will, well, I hope, I mean, still a fair bit of the game to go, of course. But I will send Mech to find you, but please visit as you wish. This is, after all, your playhouse and home. Before I run off, however, and slap this sorry group of vectors into shape, perhaps you'd like to ask a question or two. Yeah, I suppose. When do I start making money? Yeah. How often? Yeah, how often? Yeah. What's the real story behind this curse? Oh, I want to know all those things. When do I start making money? I hope I can ask all these things. Ha! We have to rehearse first, my lord. Once the play opens, profits will come. Not to worry. It will, though, depend on how well opening night goes. How often do I need to be here? As often as you are needed, boss, which should not be too much, considering that we are doing the Terminus play. You can never be certain. I'll have to probably come back and fight some ghosts or something. And you will, of course, need to be present for the dress rehearsal, yes, before the play opens to approve it. I'll keep you abreast of any problems aside from that. When does that make what's the real story behind the curse? Yeah. Ah, it's a long story really. Zone is right. The tale says there was an actual Terminus sorcerer named Baldur that he cursed the play out of anger. Stories have abounded of troops abandoning the play due to strange mishaps and deaths and such, but these are stories and nothing more. The playwright Bard, is that Shakespeare, or what's the other guy? Can't remember his name now. Not Shakespeare, the other guy who's alleged to have written The Tempest. Marlowe, Christopher Marlowe. The playwright Bard was a master. It is a fine play, one that will bring acclaim if we get it off the ground. That is why I chose it. The curse be damned. So, how often do I need to be present here? Because he had something else to say on this. Oh yeah, what happens if you can't get a hold of me? I travel a fair amount. Well, if you can't return soon enough, I'll make my own judgment. For larger problems, though, I may have to wait until you return. We shall see. Okay, fair enough. I'll be going then, as you wish. I'll get started. See you when you next stop in. Right, so he asked me to pick between two people. I chose Jenna, who it will say. Just see if it's got anything more to say. With the matter of financing settled, the play's ready to begin rehearsals. Alright, can we do that here?
Greetings, my patron.
Everything is proceeding fairly well, although it's still quite early in the rehearsal stage, naturally. Nothing to worry about yet. Okay, that's good. Let's go backstage, see if there's anyone here.
So, what do you think of Am so far? It is certainly not without its charms or its hardships lately.
Indeed. I'll be nice to you, because we're getting on well. This is the furthest I've got in my love quest with Jahira. I've never got this far with her before. Right. There does not seem to be a healthy balance between the two. The stagnant ponderability of leaky nerves. I don't know, I'll say the top thing. There does not seem to be a healthy balance between the two. Yeah, balance. It's all about balance. Perhaps not. It has always been so, but there are many things of merit. Yeah, perhaps not in cities, but the forests are a great treasure. I'm not saying the top thing, that will tempt me straight away. I would agree, though a more relaxed tour through would help my outlook. Then I will show you when we have the time. I will take you through the deepest land. You will see the beauty that I know is there. That is, if you have not tired of my company yet. Tire? I grow quite fond of your company. I would miss it if it were gone. Well, I would miss your company too, Boris. Hey, we're getting in there. Cough. Well, we should be moving on again. Enough of this idle musing. Indeed, I think the levy's still on. Yeah, we're going backstage, aren't we, to see these guys. Right, let's quick save before we talk to these guys.
I fear the pace we have set is too much for me. I must rest.
We'll rest upstairs after we talk to these guys. Right, so Jenna, she's not going to be happy really. See, the thing is, I can't pronounce it. Ilthea, Marcus, Wynn, Zarin and Ketri. We'll talk to Jenna first.
Well met and welcome.
Ooh, sometimes I get such bad stage fright I can barely stand it. I hope not, because you're my star.
Well met and welcome.
Same thing, what about you?
So long as you are polite, I shall tolerate you.
Well, tempting face by putting on display. I even heard Higgle say its real name. Ah, well, I suppose this is all fine while it endured. Anything else?
So long as you are polite,
No.
I shall tolerate you.
I wonder if there's anything on these tables, because of the closing stuff. I know when we first did that quest for Radish Shah and Dalis.
Change your tune. For my axe is itching for a swing or two, and I've been likely to stop it.
That's Corgan moaning because we've got a high reputation. Let's talk to Wynn and Marcus. Interestingly enough, there's a character called Wynn in what is it, Dragon Age Origins, which I played a while ago, which is one of the spiritual successors to this game. It's a pretty good game, although I don't have it installed on this particular computer, but when I did, I played it loads. In about 2011, 2012, I played that game loads. So it was about, at the time, I had a new computer, it was one of only 2 or 3 games I actually had on it, along with Fallout, New Vegas, and a sort of two-who shoot-em-up game, which actually, ironically, is my first Let's Play on my channel if you want to see that. It's like a sort of fairy Japanese shooter game. Very different to this, but I enjoyed it.
Something you need.
Anyway, talk to Win, because there's a Win in Dragon Age Origins. That's not what I'm talking to. I'm talking to this Win, because she's part of my play and probably no relation to one Dragon Age Origins.
You look like a good enough sort.
I'm trying to rehearse my lines. I've got so many little parts to play, you know. Okay.
You look like a good enough sort.
Okay. What about you, Marcus?
Is this important?
There's going to be trouble now, isn't there? They curse play. They always wanted to see. Didn't dare though. Makes you blind. The curse makes you blind.
Is this important?
Well, it could be important. Catch it.
Good business to you.
Excuse me, I'm trying to get into character. Can't you see that?
Good business to you.
Can't remember what character you're going to get into. Zarin.
I trust all is well.
You know, one of the stage names fell off the scaffolding. So this is the curse. Should be a chuckle to see what happens next.
I trust all is well.
Yeah, I think it's got interesting.
Yes, you are all a bunch of goody two-shoes. And yet I tire of walking, I tire of talking.
I'm tired of you.
Of this laughable body. I wish you rest now.
Ugh, my legs are just aching.
Nothing new in here.
I've never walked so much in my life.
Right, let's go and rest.
Can we
Because they're all
rest now?
moaning, they're doing my head in.
Please.
I'm going to go and rest. I need to get them untired. I've hardly used any spells since
When the
last
day
time.
be done, the day be done. I wish rest, no argument.
Though to be fair, I suppose we did walk from Tradesmeet all the way to here. Right, upstairs we go. Let's go and
You
rest.
must gather your party before venturing forth.
I wouldn't dream of refusing.
Right, before we do... Oh, fire seeds. Remember to
Speak
cast
your
them.
mind.
Yeah. Cast whatever spells we can. Definitely cast your fire seeds.
Rest would be welcome, lest we endanger ourselves.
Okay, one lot of fire seeds. Cast the second lot. Is there anything that these guys we can do? Chant and bless before bedtime. Or bedtime ritual. Anything else we can have? I mean, you and Edwin can have mighty meteors if you've got them.
I will tolerate only so much.
Yeah. He's still got your contingency on. Last time, I think. It was one way to
Leave
check.
me be.
Is there a way to check? Yeah, he's still got his contingency. That's fine. So Edwin.
What is it now?
Mighty meteors. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Me. That needs it. Oh, luck. No harm in it. But not mighty meteors, because it stops me learning all the spells. And I'm frontliner most of the time anyway. I'll use them actively when I'm out and about. Luck on Corgan. You need some luck. Okay. Right, fire seeds, give these to Corgan. So he can store them up. It's weird, because if you leave them on Jaheira, they eventually disappear for a while. But if you leave them to any other character, you can keep them indefinitely. So, I mean, I've hardly ever used that spell before, but it's an interesting thing to notice. Yeah, chant and bless before bedtime. Oh, check the spells first. I don't think I need to do anything. Jaheira. No, we'll keep that. Yep. No, I'll keep them the same for you. Harry. I mean, you've hardly used any so far, so I don't really think I need to do anything special. There, what about your other spells or mage spells? Just don't have level 6 yet. No, okay, and Edwin. Make a slight change to Edwin, because now that Jaheira's back, you can have something else instead of... Oh, I suppose it doesn't hurt to keep the spell magic. But I think Hold Undead might be a better choice for you, actually. might have its uses. Yep. Rest. I'm pretty sure. Oh, we've got a new spell there, haven't we? Just make sure we... Oh, it's because I put that ring on a level 6, 5, 6, and 7. You can't do level 7 yet, but yeah, it's just got level 5, 6, and 7 spells due to that ring. Could have... They're very good, those animate deads, because you could summon strong skeletons. It might be worth having another animate dead. Yeah, why not? And here, you can't have more than one contingency active at a time. You can have 2 contingency spells, but you only be able to cast one after the other. You have to do that between. Yes, Tensor's Transformation. I really want that on my guy. Actually, I can't cast level 6. I want that on me. That'd be good for me, a frontline type fighter. Magical weapons. He's not going to be attacked at the back though, hopefully. What does this do? I might just go for the death spells or disintegrate. The thing is, disintegrate. There's also a good chance it'll destroy some, if not all, of the items the creature will carry. So that's a nice spell. I don't want it destroying things. I'll go for the death spell again. Yeah, I think that's good for you. I think we're all set. Sleep time. Let's try and get there.
Whatever I can do to help.
Alright, oh, chant him less before bedtime.
Nature's servant awaits.
Then sleep. Yes.
I'll help however I can.
Good night. Good bless. Good night. Good bless. Sleep.
Of course. Hello, me good smiling friends.
Well, prepared to my own playhouse. Good and well met. Things are going well at the theatre, I assume. I hope so. Yes, they are. I am pleased to offer the service of this bar, whether you're here to celebrate or drown us or tell me. Yep, services. Alright, we'll have the royal. Go for it. And sleep. Done. And those who can cast Stone Skin. And time to leave. But just before we do, gather at the door, say like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, Toodle Pip!